Hey Tom, I'm sending you this all through a voice message thing since it would probably be quicker than typing it all out. I think something might be wrong with Lorenzo. I just wanted to tell you or ask you if you knew anything about it as well. Where to begin? So I guess you know how Mr. Yulias assigns a shit ton of projects and stuff, right? He assigned one last Friday, about 2 days ago. It was like this group thing where we had to work with a partner and make a poster board thing about the Constitution. I picked Lorenzo as my partner, obviously, and we agreed that we'd meet at his house on Saturday to do it. So Saturday comes and I arrive at his place. He answers the door and greets me, and then I notice he's growing this peach fuzz mustache. It wasn't there on Friday, which I thought was strange, but I guess maybe he just hadn't shaven that day. Whatever, it wasn't the biggest deal. He took me in, and we went up to his room, and I think it was the first time that he's brought me up there, or he's brought any of us up there, actually. We went up, and I noticed that his room had all these posters of the moon hung up on them. Nothing else space-related, no Jupiter or Saturn, not even Earth, just the moon. I thought it was a little weird. Lorenzo had never mentioned this apparent liking for the moon before, and so I asked him when this became a thing. He said he's always liked the moon, and he said that he's talked about it plenty of times. I know for a fact he hasn't, but I didn't feel like questioning him. Maybe I should have. As we were getting settled, I was still looking around his room. I wasn't trying to snoop or anything, obviously, but since it was the first time I was up there, I just wanted to look around, you know? And when I looked over at his closet, I saw that the door was opened, and inside were just piles and piles of jeans. Blue jeans, specifically. Now this was all starting to get a little weird for me. The new pedo stash and the sun obsession with the moon were already weird enough, but this seems like something else entirely. Lorenzo doesn't even wear jeans, does he? He doesn't at school, or when we hang out like any other time, right? I think he's even said that he's allergic to the material in most type of jeans. Why would he just have piles of them? Surprisingly, the next hour or so went by pretty normally. I still couldn't stop thinking about the mustache, the jeans, and his moon posters, but we got the project done, and the mood seemed to lift afterwards. We told each other jokes and shit, and got along pretty well like normal. It was only when we went downstairs for drinks and dinner when things started to seem wrong again. His parents and siblings weren't home at the time, so it was just him and I, and he offered to dig something out of the freezer for us to eat. I accepted him, of course, and we headed downstairs to his kitchen. I asked where his family even was, and I kid you not, he said to me, "Oh, they're just dancing at the movies." I don't think that's something people do at movie theaters, especially not Lorenzo's family. Maybe his brother, but not his sister or his parents. His dad was diagnosed with depression too, so there's no way he would dance anywhere. Before I could even respond, he said that he bought this new type of flavor of ice cream and asked if I wanted to try it. I wanted to be polite, so I said yes and asked to see it. He pulled it out of the freezer and opened it, and inside it was this purple and blue ice cream with Oreo cookie bits in it. It looked good, but I've never seen any ice cream that looked like that before. I asked him what flavor it was, and he said, "Oh, it's just Moonbeam ice cream." I didn't feel too comfortable for the rest of the hangout. It got to a point where I decided to leave when we were done eating the ice cream, which, to be honest, was delicious, but I was still kind of spooked, and I don't even know why. Either Lorenzo has this double personality where he eats exotic ice cream and wears blue jeans, or he simply switched up in between that day and the day before, and I don't know which idea haunts me more. When he was showing me out the door, he stopped me before I could get to my car, and he said to come close. I did so hesitantly, and when I got close enough, he whispered in my ear something I'll never forget. He said to me, "Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like Moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies because it feels so mystical, magical." And then he did a front flip. I got myself out of there as fast as I could. I didn't even bother to say goodbye. Look, man, I don't know what's going on. It's really scaring me. This isn't the same Lorenzo I knew previously, and if it is, then something clearly happened to him. I plan on telling more people about this. Alex, Dominic, maybe Cohen, and Quinn. Something's clearly wrong. Please tell me you know what's going on.
No.